Hello everyone, Dobie Woodworks here. Today we are continuing our series on our grafted walnut slab series, and we are making a cutting board. Once again, this will be a straight and simple rectangular cutting board. So let's get started. So the slab appears to be pretty even on one side. We're going to start by, we have shimmed it up, and we're going to start by getting it relatively flat with our router jig, and we will begin to make those passes. I'll let you guys follow along as we go. All right, now that that's done, let's take a second and look at the board. But first, we need to clean up. It is quite messy. If you guys have never done this and before, you need to be prepared for the dust. Someday I will invest in a air compressor. Then I can get things like dust extraction units and things of that nature. So let's unplug our cord. We don't want to murder our hands. We're gonna set this over here, take off our track, and let's see how level this is. All right. Man, I love a good router sled. This sucker is dead flat. Perfect. Good, good, good. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I am gonna end up cutting off some of the sapwood. This is a wonderful piece of wood, well, I'm still undecided on that. Let me know in the comments if you would want to have a cutting board that would have the sapwood in it. It's still hard, it's still intact, it's not rotting, but just so I can learn from you guys too. Would you guys want to have the sapwood in it? Let me know in the comments. All right, so I have it flattened. Here is a quick tip that you might want to know if you guys are ever doing this. Since I have planed or routed one side down, the bottom side is now going to be exposed to moisture at a greater rate because it's had a layer taken off. And when I'm done at the end of the day, I need to make sure that I sticker it. I put sticks underneath it so it will not warp. I learned this through my last project. I didn't even think about it, and I came out the next morning after getting it dead flat, and it was in fact warped some. So I was easily able to just replane it down with the router sled, but just as a tip to people that might be watching. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out the benchtop joiner. I'm going to joint an edge so that I can take it over to the table saw, and I can square up both sides. This got me to thinking earlier. This set of drill bits I got from my father, and you know, there's just so many reasons why I like woodworking, and one of the reasons why I like woodworking so much is I have a couple tools that have been passed down to me from my father, and there's a lot of times when I am doing woodworking, it just, even though we're hundreds of miles apart from each other, it's moments like this that when I see those tools, I get to work with those tools. It makes me feel closer to him. So, Dad, if you do see this, I love you, man. So as I was getting the joiner off the bottom of my workbench, I went by to grab some water from my cup that was on the tailgate. And if you'll remember back just a couple seconds ago, I blew all that dust everywhere. And, well, I inadvertently filled my cup up with sawdust. Don't do that, people. Be mindful of what you're doing. I'm about to joint this one edge. I pulled out my square earlier, and made sure that it was square from vertical and horizontally. And so now I'm going to take off this edge, or joint this edge right here, so that we can get a even edge. So after I joint my edges, I always take the time with my square, or my combination square, to go back and make sure that those edges are indeed square. And in this case, they are. So we'll be off to the table saw. So we have set up our table saw with the fence over here. Made sure that was perfectly straight. We're going to take off our edge now, knowing that this is straight. That's about how much I'm going to be taking off here. So I think I'm actually going to end up taking more off, but we're going to start with some passes first. Let's give this a go. All right, it's snack time. Let's take a break. We'll fold this sucker up. I will start to get some air. Let's see. Sausage. Where do I keep sausage? Let's see. This drawer. Nope, that's not it. Oh, there you go. Yep, there's my sausage patties. Oh. Dang it, where did that go? Oh, yeah. Some pepper, some salt, some, canola oil. Eggs. Eggs should be good. Eggs should be really good. Let's see, do I have any? Oh, yeah. There it is. Spatula. I got one egg left. Let's see. A plate. Where would I find a plate? Oh yeah, plates and planers. That's right, they go together. Planers and plates. All right, so good thing. You always got to be prepared, guys. You always have to be prepared. So we'll have some sausage and some eggs. Let's get this sucker turned on. Let's turn this on. There we go. let's crack a little drop of Earl for both of them. Little drop back there. Nothing like shop sausage. Ooh, that's good and warm already. Something to break that yolk up with. There we go. That's a lot of salt. Way too much salt. Don't eat that much salt, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll just wait. Yummy yum. The egg stuck when I tried to flip it earlier, so let's try that. All right, put there to cool off. Now that we've had lunch, we're gonna get to the part where every woodworker loves, which is sanding. We're gonna start with 40 grit, 60 grit, 80 grit, and 120. And yes, I will water pop between each grit level. I will put this on a high speed so that you guys don't have to watch all of this with me as I do it in real time. Actually, after looking at the slab here, I realized that I probably need to start off with 35 grit, which is very aggressive, but I need something to get off my planing marks a little bit faster, so you guys will see me go through that process as well. Now that we have our sanding done, I'm going to put a 3/8 round over on the cutting board. So now that everything is routed, all the edges are done, we are finished sanding, everything has been water popped. We were actually at a standstill with this. We are waiting for the client to give us a family brand, and we are actually going to put the family brand right here on there. We're going to brand the cutting board. So until then, this project is done. This is Dobie Woodworks saying goodbye.